Hello everyone, hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel Ray, and today I have another Flosstube update for you. Yay! It's been 2 weeks since my last video-ish. Yeah, just over 2 weeks. And I was away on holidays, and I really had a great time. It was amazing. I'll tell you more about it later, but let's get into the stitching and the knitting. I'm going to start with knitting because I have a kind of a finish, half of a finish. How do you explain? Where did it go? It was right here. Oh dear. Hi, if you don't know me, this is my life. Did I put it on top of the bag? Okay, so the day that I left for my holidays, for my vacation, I decided that I needed a knitting whip, even though I was going to a very hot place. We went to Tenerife, which is in the Canary Islands. And I decided to go ahead and skein up, or hank up, cake up, this. This is Night Owl Fibers. Night Owl Fibers hand-dyed yarn in calico corn. It's very pretty for the season, right? This is their Barn Owl sock base, which is 75/25 and superwash merino and nylon. And I had cast on just the beginning of a pair of socks. Yes, I finally started socks. I attempted socks once before, a while ago. I think it was over a year ago, on double pointed needles, DPNs, which I will show you in just a moment. But I made a sock. Look at it. I did it. Now, it's probably really funky. I have not blocked it or anything yet. But look how pretty, right? I love it. So I just I used a video. I downloaded a video so that I could watch it anytime, whether I had internet or not. And I will link the video below for you. It's a, free tutorial, and I bought the pattern that accompanies the video, and yeah, it was a really good tutorial for learning how to knit socks on double pointed needles. That happened in a week. I finished the sock on the plane ride home, so super happy, super proud of that. And this is a self-striping yarn, so this calico turns into this. So I'll definitely have to link Night Owl Fibers as well. And when I finished the first sock, I was literally like almost having a panic attack from the excitement of finishing a sock. I immediately started the next sock. I cast it on and I've started the ribbing, and yeah. Ignore that little hole. My DPN was stuck in there. So there you go. That's what it looks like. Now, this is what double pointed needles look like. And it was really scary I guess it was a year or two ago when I first started. Sorry, I'm really shaky because I had lots of coffee. And it was really scary when I first started, but actually, the stitches stay on the needles, so you don't have to worry so much. Essentially, you're knitting, you're doing your stitches across one needle with the 5th needle, the spare needle, and when you get to the last stitch, the working, or what would you call this? The holding needle becomes your working needle for the next, and so on and so on. And it kind of looks like it might be fiddly, but actually it's not so bad. I don't mind. And now that I have it down, now that I understand how the DPNs work and all of that, I feel much more confident going back and working on my old socks, which are actually in my yarn stash now, my big yarn stash, which I don't know if y'all noticed. I did some cleaning And I put away a whole bunch of yarn because I realized that it was probably a bad idea to keep it all out. It would just get dusty. So I moved it all. And speaking of dusty, I really need to dust this room. But yeah, so I tried on this sock when it got, the foot was about yay long. I actually tried on the sock and it does fit. Thank goodness. But then the toe went so fast. And yeah, I can't wait to finish my second sock, and then I can block them and try them on and see if the sock pattern that is written is something that fits my feet. Because my friend Jasmine, Knitting Nurse on YouTube, she has a, when she talks about her knitting socks, she talks about how she's adjusted it and made her own recipe, which I think is really, really cool to fit her own foot. So, and I am using my Kaylee. Oh, uh-oh. Hang on. My needle binders just decided to kiss. I'm using Kaylee Cross Stitches, the sewingshop.ca, using the project bag for my knitting. In this case, it's such a beautiful bag. I love it so much. I really love it. I love it, Kaylee. And this little zipper pull, my husband cannot get enough of it. It is so, so cute. It's a little goldfish in a bag, like you got it from the pet store. So cute. So, yeah, I had so much fun working on this, and I got a lot of compliments while I was on holidays. Many people actually stopped me to ask me, like, you know, oh my gosh, what are you doing? What are you knitting? And then also a really heartfelt moment on the plane. The lady that was like a few seats away in the same row, she had stood up to, like, you know, get blood in her legs again. It was a 4-hour plane ride. And anyhow, she looked at me and she just had like this look of hope in her eyes, and she gave me like super thumbs up, and it was really sweet. It was really sweet. People are really excited to see younger people. I'm not that young, but I look young. Younger people knitting. And so knitting in public is definitely something that you should do if you're a knitter. Share that enthusiasm with the world, because I think that the world needs more of that. Coffee sip. Okay. Next up, I'm trying not to rush too far through this because I'm supposed to be streaming on Twitch today, but I'm sure that no one minds me filming a Flosstube first. Next up is Stitch. Stitch is a competitive cross-stitch junket. I don't even know how to explain it. I am on the team Sips and Stitches, where we don't total our teas. The whole running gag is that we are too drunk or too caffeinated to care about spelling ever, because it just happens. If there's a long story, you should check out Mislaid Pages here on YouTube. I'll make sure to link them. Check out Mislaid Pages. She is our team captain, and when the logo was being made, Stitches was spelled incorrectly by mistake, and we just never fixed it because that's just the way we are, right? So this is how far I got. Ooh, that's an interesting color balance change. I apologize. This is how far I got on my Stitch before I stopped. I'm not stopping for good, but there's a mistake. I've had several mistakes on this piece. I'm not proud of it, but I want to encourage people who are like me to not give up. So what had happened was I noticed that a few things were out of place. I gridded my fabric wrong by 1 stitch. And then when I fixed everything, I went and did the green at the top, the beautiful border here at the top. And unfortunately, I scrunched my corners in on that flower. So the two green stitches here, everything should be shifted to the side apart between those two. Between those two, sorry, I flicked you off. They should be 1 stitch apart. And so I am going to keep stitching on this, but I'm taking a little break on it because I want to see what else we're doing up here before I continue stitching. This is stitched on Be Stitch Me's Cosmos fabric. This is what the piece looks like again. Isn't it pretty? I love tone on tone, so I know it gets lost, but I don't care. It's, you know, it's pretty to me. Ooh, my camera doesn't like to look at it. So Cosmos, and this is 28 count, I think, or 32. Sorry, 32 count. And it is beautiful fabric, and I want to keep going on it. I just need more of the pattern to see where I'm going to go with it. Does that make sense? So I will be finishing it, but I'm leaving most of it till the end. And instead, when I got home, squeaky chair, when I got home, we did a team Zoom call. And on this Zoom call, we were just talking about one of the new challenges that's coming out, which is about making cookies. And anyway, I started it as a diamond painting. It's almost up to date. There's just one color that I need to put in to have it be up to date. Does that make sense? So yes, I am doing the stitch. I am doing it as a diamond painting. And the question that I got a lot was, what about the background? Yes, I'll have to fill all of that in. I will. And those lines will probably still be visible. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is with the Diamond Dots canvas. And in future, if I do this, I will be purchasing canvas that is designed for square drills. This is actually designed for round drills, but I'm using square. So yeah, it says, if at first you lol, stay cool 69. And this is going to change as we move forward into the next drop, which will be technically Friday night or Saturday morning for my time zone. So I will be working on this again on Saturday, if I can. There's a lot going on in my life right now, which I will do a small update about here at the end of this video, I think. So that is stitch.com if you want to join in. It's not too late. I think there's probably maybe only 600 stitches or so in that are actually on the pattern at the moment. But I highly suggest starting from the most recent drop because the spacing between the letters and everything from the beginning is just, it's a lot for me. I'm not great at it. Not great at it. Okay. That is stitch. Next up. Let's do this one. I don't remember if I showed this one or not in my last video, so please bear with me if I did. I cannot remember, and I do not have time to go back and check. Oops, dropping things. This is the Witchy Stitchers Ghost Stories. I got this in a box from last year, last Halloween. And I started this. I started this before I left, so I don't know if I showed it or not. This is the cover model is 32 count Fright Night by Fortnite Fabrics. Have a look at that real close. I could not find it. I don't know if it came in my box, but I found this. Oh, wrong way. This way. This is an unnamed Be Stitch Me fabric, which looks exactly like Fright Night, except It's a little toned down. It's not as like orangey burnt pumpkin look, but it's really, really close. So I went ahead with it and I started it. That is my little measly start. Come on, camera. My camera doesn't want to work today. Sorry. The sun is out again. That's probably why. So we have the top of the ghost and a little tiny ghosty up here. And I really enjoy stitching on this, but it is a paper pattern and I have to go super duper slow on it. It is stitched with the called for colors, which is a combination of DMC and Weeks. Since it came in the box, I'm just using the called for colors together with that. And it was very nice. I started it on Halloween. So I might have shown it in the last video. I can't remember. I went to go stitch on that during my holidays and then I realized that I didn't have a highlighter with me. It's hard to travel. Hard to travel with stitching sometimes because you don't have all of your accoutrement, right? So let's move on. I have been focusing really hard on this piece. This is Dracula's Confession by Lindy Stitches, my first Lindy Stitches. I had to stop it there. Oh, there we go. That's a little bit better. That's the color of the fabric, the real color. So this is a design that I picked up a few years ago. I absolutely love everything Bram Stoker and Dracula. And I finished the bat last night. Finally. I miscounted and I had to rip out a bunch of stitches. And I got it eventually, and then I came over here last night and I wrote, I love shade. And this is going to say, I love the shade and the shadows and will be alone, and will be alone with my thoughts when I may, something like that. It's a quote from the book. This is stitched on 32, 28, no, 32 count, gilded by Mystic Fabrics. And it's a gorgeous gold color. The finish on this, there's a border that comes over here, comes down like this, and then there's another border at the bottom, and some leaves in between the sayings, that it will fit in an 8x11 frame. I'm so chuffed. This is all called for colors, except there's going to be one floss in here that I am replacing with a Valdani. And yeah, it's going to be beautiful. I love it. I love it so much. I am really trying to focus on a finish for that because I have decided, now this is like one of those giving yourself rules when there are no rules in cross stitch. Excuse me, I need some lip gloss. My lips are like dying from. Thank you, Expression Fiber Arts, for popping these little things in your yarn packages. But I decided to place a rule on myself where I am only going to have one work in progress, one whip per designer. And that is because I think that it will motivate me to finish. I'm not a progress stitcher, I'm a process stitcher, so I like to stitch on all the things all the time. Obviously, I have a whip problem, but I enjoy like having I have moods where I feel like stitching on something and then I'll put it away for a year. That's just how I am. But I feel like if I have just one per designer, it means that if I want to stitch something else by that designer, which Lindy stitches, I have so many of her patterns. I have all these, I have all of these project bag limited edition sets that she made. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. I have all of those sets that she designed that I want to start, like Beach Dance and the trio of crows, and there's even a freebie that she gave in a newsletter last Christmas that I absolutely adore, but I need to finish this one first. Does that make sense? Does anybody else do that? Do you do that? Am I the only one? Am I weird? Maybe I'm weird. I don't know. Okay, last but not least for whips, I have a long-awaited whip. This is Heaven and Earth Designs, a full coverage piece called Soul of the Rose. The original artwork is by John William Waterhouse. I'm sure that you know the picture. If you've been here for a while, you definitely know the picture. And this is what it looks like today. I am working, you can see I'm working on the second page of the second column, or the second row, sorry. And there is so much confetti that is driving me crazy. So there's 125 colors. This is max color. Thank you to Michael who purchased the pattern for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's stitched on 25 count Lugana, 2 over 1 tent stitch. So I'm only doing half stitches. As you can see up here, I have parked threads because, and I do like to park. When you have all these different shades of the same color, it can be hard to read the pattern, like where you're supposed to go next. So what I did was, this was the page break over here, and I would start from the upper corner and I would fill in the 100 stitch square. So each square is 100 stitches. So I'd fill in that color in that square, and then I would park it in the next square. So that's where I am up here. That's why there's these threads here. You see those? So these are all waiting for me to come back to them. This is a bobbin. You can use this for stitching or for knitting or whatever. Intarsia, I used it for knitting intarsia. I use them to keep my threads nice and clean and not tangled. And these, I'm not worried about these because when I put this in a Q-snap, these tuck into the area where the, fabric is folded up. My arm is getting tired. Hang on, let me switch sides. So I am working in these roses here, and they're all very pale stitches. Come on. Sorry, everybody. I'm doing my best. Are you not? Hello? I can't see the screen. It's trying to focus on my face. I'm so sorry. Anyway, I'm working on finishing this page. Currently, I think I'm at 17% finished. Oh, I have my tablet. Duh. I brought my tablet in just for this piece of information. Yes, please unlock. Please unlock. Okay. It is the first one in my pattern keeper. I use pattern keeper to do this. We are at, oh yes, 17.83%. So that's actually better. 17.83%. This is a long one. It's not wide, but it's long. And that is how far we are. And look, it looks just like the picture from the proper viewing distance, I think. So beautiful. So beautiful. Oh, the detail. It's gorgeous. I was watching some friends of mine, Jemima, the rocking stitcher, Jasmine, knitting nurse. Who else was I watching? Oh, there's so many beautiful, Tracy's crafting corner. A lot of the people that I watch do full coverage pieces as well. I find full coverage to be almost easier than typical counted cross stitch. And so I really want to do more, but I need to finish the works in progress that I have. So if I do a thinning out, a de-stash, I will be focusing on keeping my full coverage pieces. Speaking of full coverage pieces, I don't know if I told you this or not, but I did decide to start kitting up or preparing for another Heaven and Earth design. Pretty sure that's the only designer that I'll do more than one of at a time. As you know, I got rid of my mini Trick or Treat by Randall Spangler. The colors just were not speaking to me. So I have gotten the leftover fabric from another project, an 18 count Ada, and I have saved it, like put a piece of paper on it that says, save this for this project. It's Mini Beachcomber's Bounty by Amy Stewart. Amy Stewart is a beautiful, I love this artist so much. You probably recognize her work from the Bookshelves series. There's a lot of really popular bookshelves. I actually have a puzzle of one of the bookshelf ones. It's the Myths and Legends, or I can't remember exactly what it's called. But anyhow, that Heaven and Earth design is slowly going to be kit up. Not all at once. It's not a new start or anything like that, because I have another one coming up soon, which I'm just waiting for Michelle. So Michelle Bendy, if you're watching this, there's no pressure. But do y'all remember we were doing Whip Go, right? Earlier this year. And I even had a Whip Go, but I abandoned it. I'm done. I can't do Whip Go. It's too structured. Even just putting a prompt on there is too structured for me. But we have a project that we want to do together that I want to start with her. I'm sure that she feels the same, but I don't want to speak for her. And that is drop all the things. Wrong project. Trying to go as quick as I can. I did put it in a bag, and I'm going to find it very quickly. It is here. Okay, it's in this bag. There's no pressure, okay, Michelle? But we said that we would do Heaven and Earth Designs Beautiful Secrets with no background together. And the only reason that I do these things is because I love my friends. And doing these reminds me of my friends. That's the fabric. This is an 20 count Ada by Bee Stitch Me called Malibu. And this is going to be our fabric. So I will be doing a middle start. And I believe the middle is on her shoulder. So I'll probably be starting on her hair, to be fair. But she's a beautiful kitsune. And you can see that on 25 count, she is 19.5 by 26 3/8 stitches or inches. 85 colors, 488 by 661. But it's not full coverage. It's just a mini. It's just a mini is what I like to say when I talk about my full coverage pieces. I do have all of the DMC ready. So I'm ready. I'm going to kit this up just like I kitted up another pretty lady. Let me get in there. What is that? Oh, that's silk. Okay. Speaking of pretty ladies. Okay, my hair is doing all the things. It's getting warm in here because of my filming light. So, last stitchy thing is plans. So plans for the rest of November. We have 2 weeks left, which may be how long it is before you see another floss tube from me, because I'm trying to focus more on other things. Again, I'll get to that at the end of this video. Do you recognize this? I tried to iron everything before I started this video. I did not iron the entire piece of fabric, so the entire piece of fabric is very big. This is my plan. So along with Dracula's Confession, and getting a finish on Dracula's Confession, I want to get back to Gaia, the earth goddess. This piece, as you can see, I am parking on this as well because easier for me to know where I'm at. This is a beautiful lady by Bella Filipina Designs. I am stitching this 2/2 on a 32 count fabric. Hold. I've forgotten already. I think it's called, it's XJU Design? XJU Designs in something bunny. Marbled. That's it. Marbled bunny. I think it's 32 count. By the way, everybody, I'm really sorry that my whip list is out of date, but I will work on it, I promise. But usually I have this Google document that shows you all the details, so in case I forget to say them, that you can go and look for yourself. But I do apologize. I don't remember the last time I updated it. I have not been feeling very computery lately. This, don't go in my coffee, is Gaia. And, oh, come on, focus on her, not me. Marbled Bunny by XJU Design. The plan for this project, the reason I started this project was because Autumn Lane Stitchery started the Dark Queen of the Earth stitch along, and I wanted to follow along in the spirit of the Earth goddesses and work on something from my stash. I'm going to be focusing on my stash next year. I'm only going to be working from stash and starting projects that I already have kitted. So if I'm making new starts, I want to work through my stash. I have quite a bit and a lot of whips. So anyhow, I'm going to work downward. We're going to go downward from here. And so that is the starting point for that one. That is the plan. Other plans for the next 2 weeks are just to, I don't know, keep my head on. I am starting a diamond painting event. If you didn't see that announcement on my channel, or if you're new here and you haven't met me before, I'm also a diamond painter, and I am making an event called Winter with DAC, which is a diamond painting brand. They made this diamond painting right here, which you can't really see very well here, but diamondartclub.com. Winter with DAC 2022. You can start whatever diamond painting from DAC you want. It does not have to be winter themed, or there's no theme to it. Just start whatever project you want. The only condition is that it's a new start and that it's from Diamond Art Club. If you've already started a big project and you have less than a quarter of it started by December 1st, then that will be fine. I know that some of you love the big projects like me, the BAPs. Right, so, that is it. That's the plan. I'm starting winter with DAC December 1st. So I'm kind of trying to get myself ready for all of that and organizing that, as well as trying to decide. Right now I'm iffy about whether I'm going to do Vlogmas or not. I think I might sit it out this year. I don't know if I have it in me. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about my private life. So if you need to go or if you want to tune out, that's fine. I invite you to stay if you would like. It's not too heavy, but it is there. Some things happened. So we went away on our holidays and it was a fantastic holiday, but the day that we arrived, or the morning after, we had just settled in, and we found out that my mother-in-law has a brain tumor, or had a brain tumor, and it was very scary. We didn't know if we needed to come back or not. Try not to cry. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. But it was scary, and we were so far away, and we felt very, very guilty for being away when all of that was happening. We're really far. So she said not to come back and not to worry because, you know, she was in the right place and everything. Well, we came back and we visited with her, and she's in very high spirits, very positive. Yesterday she had her surgery, and it went well. She recovered really well, and she is awake and she's fine. As far as we could tell, everything is fine. Please keep her in your thoughts if you can, because the next 6 to 8 weeks are going to be really crucial for her recovery, and we are just feeling very worried and on pins and needles about everything. Whew. Because my husband lost his father just at the end of 2018, and it was quite fast and very unexpected. He found out in February that he had throat cancer again. They could not operate, and he passed away on Christmas Eve that year. And we don't want anything bad to happen again. It's hard to lose someone around the holidays. I'm trying to keep it together. It's okay. It's okay. Everything's okay. She's fine. She's fine. But it's got us worried, and I don't know if I have it in me to make a daily update every day this year. So I would like to recommend watching a couple of my friends instead. My friend Jasmine, my friend Jessie, they are doing daily videos, I believe. Definitely Jasmine. She got 10 crafty advent calendars. So please check her out. And there's a lot of people in the community. If you know people who are going to be doing Vlogmas, Flossmas, any, countdown boxes, please, or if you're a creator and you're doing it, please tell us in the comments of this video so that we can watch you. Because I really enjoy watching unboxings of all the little tiny presents that make us happy, but I don't know if I have it in me this year. I will share with you on my regular Flosstube videos, though. I have one advent this year. It has not shipped yet. It is from Tudor Rose Craft Studio on Etsy. No, I have two, sorry. One is Tudor Rose Craft Studio, which is an Anne Stokes cross stitch box, and I don't know if it's a countdown box, but I will definitely, if it's just a one box, I will open it in a video for you specifically for that, because it's going to be beautiful. And then I have a countdown that is by Hobby Wishes on Etsy. They are the wonderful designers of these types of needle minders, polymer clay, needle minders, scissor fobs, little stitch markers. I just can't wait. It's going to be beautiful. So that's my heavy update. I said it's not going to be heavy, and then it's heavy. But yes, the important thing is that she made it through and she is talking. It's really important. We will find out. We'll find out soon. They're going to biopsy it and see if it's cancer or not. We don't know. So, okay. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Everything's good. Oh, I forgot to share you. Okay, one more thing. If you're still here. I started this. I started this on my Twitch. If you would like to follow me on Twitch, I'm going to be working on this for the next few weeks. This is a Bacilla felt Christmas Advent calendar where you hang the ornaments each day leading up to the holiday. And if you're looking for it, it's Nordic Christmas Tree Advent Calendar, and I got it on Amazon. And I have finished 2 pieces so far. I finished the tree pot. I need to clean it up a little bit. There's still like black lines on it, but I will clean that up. And then I finished the star. I'm just going in order of the instructions, and hopefully hopefully I'll finish it by Christmas. We'll see. I don't know. We haven't really celebrated Christmas in a while. My husband's family the magic is gone. Because all we can think about is Ted. So, you know, anyway. Thanks for hanging out with me and for watching this video. I didn't realize it was going to be so emotional, but you're my people, so it's okay. Yes. I will be back with another update soon. I will be making more diamond painting content soon for those of you who love the diamond painting. But I want to make sure that this holiday season that you know that you're not alone and that we are here for you. I am going to be participating in the Christmas premiere event that happens in the diamond painting community. And I hope that you will join. I will give you more details as we go forward, but basically there's a bunch of creators that get involved, and there's a playlist, and you click on the playlist and it automatically plays through all of the creators' videos. They go up one after the other. So, and a premiere is where the video itself is pre-recorded, but there's a chat box on the side and you can actually chit chat with people live. The people that are in the chat box are there with you right there in that moment. So if you are feeling alone, if you aren't spending the holidays with other people, and if you need some company, we are creating content for you to watch, but also giving you the opportunity to share your time with other people and feel that community, there's such warmth and giving in the community that you have somewhere to be, to share your time, to give and receive from other people too. I'm probably butchered that, but I really do enjoy being a part of that each year, and I'm really happy that some of my friends reached out to invite me to join in again. So I will definitely see you on Christmas Eve or day, and I will try to be in the chat as well during my little bit. So I'll give you more info as I get it. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you for subscribing and for giving a thumbs up and all of the things that YouTube has. I appreciate you. I will see you all soon, either in a week or two, and I hope you take care and stay safe. And until then, please stay hydrated, take your meds, focus on making sure that you are giving yourself some care, some attention. You deserve it. Remember that I care, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.